Hello.
How are you?
Good, good. I'm Nate with Insulation Hub to check out your house, see what's going on. Here's a little brochure about us, gives you a little bit of insight in what projects we've done and how we help people. So ultimately, I understand, I'm going to come in here just a little bit. I understand you've got some issues and hiccups going on with the upstairs. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, we actually have 2 bedrooms up there and vaulted ceilings, and the rooms have just been so hot, but our master bedroom is absolutely freezing.
Okay. So a little bit of insulation, maybe some HVAC things. We'll take a look at everything. The plan, I was going to find some booties here in a second. The plan that I've got today is I'm going to set up a blower door. Ultimately, it'll go in your front door. We're going to shut off your furnace, hot water heater, make sure your windows are locked. Doors are open to bedrooms. Closets don't matter so much. And then we're going to turn on the blower door. Ultimately, that's a depressurize the house to 50 pascals. I'm going to take a thermal camera around and look and see all of the nooks and crannies, find out where the air could be coming in. We'll look at the attic, basement, crawl space, whatever every house needs is a little bit of a different process. But with yours, we'll look probably behind some knee walls, the attic space, and those key areas you talked about, and see how we can solve them.
Awesome. That sounds really great. I'm excited because that room has just been getting hotter and hotter as the summer comes around. So
sounds good. Let me get some booties on. We'll go take a look.
Thank you. So these are the 2 rooms in question upstairs, and as you can tell, there's a vaulted ceiling here. The master's right down there. And on the other side of these walls is actually our attic right above the garage. So he will look in there as well.
Hello. Well, we are in one part of the attic. Lindsay and I have walked the house. I see the HVAC setup. It's unique in how it's built, but every house is different. So we are in the attic space above the garage. The garage is a 2-car attached, and they've got some bedrooms upstairs. This is the main room that's having issues. I see a couple things already. One, we look down. The attic space is not insulated above the garage. And this ultimately, as the heat comes and hits the roof, it's going to heat it up in here like a sauna. And as it gets hotter and hotter, the heat has to be stopped before it makes it into the house. Over there, you've got 5 to 7 inches of insulation. That's living space. That's a kitchen. This is the back side of the bedroom. We're going to investigate a little bit more behind that. But ultimately, we're in northern Indiana. Minimum code is R38, and that's 11.5 inches of cellulose. If you are going with what is highly recommended per energy standards, because it keeps going up, it's expensive. Energy standards are directing people towards an R49 or 14.5 inches of cellulose. It's a little bit different with fiberglass, but I know those too. So right now, first things first, I'm going to look at some air sealing where some of these tubes come in and out. It's immediate places that need to be closed, sealed off, because when it gets to be 130 degrees in here, it's finding the weak places to make its way into that bedroom. Ultimately, there's a couple different things we're going to go about, but this is just the initial process. So this is the fun part. We have looked at the attic. We have looked at the attic on one side, the attic on the other side. The basement, which is 85% finished, have gone through and calculated everything. The square footage times the height, so the total volume. This house, we're looking at total livable space and conditioned space that you're heating and cooling is 2,427 feet times the height, total volume, cubic space of the house, 45,885. Now what's going to happen is we're going to make sure the furnace is off. Hot water heater's electric, so it doesn't matter. We're going to make sure the doors are open, water in the traps and toilets. And then this bad boy is going to depressurize the house. We'll see what's called the ACH, or air exchange per hour, and also the CFM. CFM is cubic feet. have to look that one up. I can't remember right now. Basically, CFM is what Indiana uses for weatherization. ACH is what the number totally boils down to. You want less than 5 ACH in your house, and that's air exchange per hour, and that meets code. That's a new build standard. Some states are requiring it. Ultimately, the less airflow, all of your air gaps are blocked, the better. When you heat and cool and pay to take care of that air, it stays in your house. So the next thing is insulation. If you've got enough insulation, the R value, the higher the R value, reduces the factor of insulation out. So what that means, higher R value, R49, means it is reducing the air and heat out faster than the wall. Wall is R15 to R19. Depending on where you're at, these may change just a little bit. Northern Indiana, Southern Indiana, there's some variations. Ultimately, every attic, I'm telling people, R49, do some air sealing. So that's it for right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just did a review on a property in Northern Indiana. Ultimately, we knew they were having problems upstairs. So we did the initial inspection. We ran the blower door. We walked with the thermal camera. We identified about 8 to 12 different places where they've got air leakage. It already has a great ACH or air exchange per hour, so the house is great. Go to sell it, no big deal. Comfort and meeting code are two different. Insulation hub, we focus on both. We want to be above code. Code's only a minimum, it's a low bar. And we also want you comfortable. When you talk about insulation hub, know that I want you to sleep better at night, literally. If you walk into your bathroom because it was cold this last winter and this next winter, you're like, this is comfy. I don't need the full length robe anymore. We're just gonna put a half one on. You know, like Insulation Hub wants you comfortable, whether it's a new build, remodel, renovation, a little bit of attic ceiling and improvement, we can help. And if we can't give you the answer, I will find it and I'll call you back.